How much your property need to appreciate for you to just simply break even? Thinking of buying a property for your own stay, what if I told you that without this one key detail, you could actually lose money on it? Most people assume their home will actually appreciate over time. But here's the catch. It needs to grow by a specific percentage just to break even. Stay tuned to the end. I'll show you exactly why this number matters and how it could save you from making a costly mistake. How much your property need to appreciate for you to just simply break even? Let's do an analysis. Imagine you buy a HDB or condo in Singapore. The purchase price is 500,000. So imagine you use a full loan of 75%. And 5% is by cash and the remainder by CPF. Let's say this is the relevant fees such as stamp duties, legal fees, and also the total amount will be 512,000. And then if you were to break it down, cash will be 25k, loan will be 375k, and CPF will be 112k. If you take a 25 years loan period, your monthly will be about $1,700. How much do your property need to grow to get back your 25k and also the CPF that you've used? Is it 5% per year? Is it 10% per year? Let's run through an analysis. So let's assume a few things. We pay all our CPF monthly installment by CPF, and we want to get back our cash for down payment, and also the CPF I paid all these years and we'll be staying for 10 years. Let's jump into the Excel sheet. Okay, so basically this is the Excel sheet that I break down. 500k, stamp, legal, and the total, and also the monthly installment interest is about 2.6%. So your monthly installment is about 1,700. So every month you'll be making 1,700 of monthly installment. So of course this principal that you have paid, some of it is going back to the principal, some is going back into the interest. Okay, and eventually as you pay down, your outstanding loans become lesser. So by the end of year 1, your outstanding loan from 375 become 364. Alright, so basically assuming you pay all this amount by CPF through your OA account, every month you have an accrued interest, meaning to say this amount is basically 2.5% of this amount that you have paid. So every month you have paid. So generally every month, if let's say for example you choose to sell at the end of 1 year, which you can't actually, but assuming you want to, how it works is that all the amount that you have been paying, which is your principal, which is your monthly installment that you have been paying, plus the accrued interest, all these years, all these months as well. At the end of 5 years, you have paid altogether approximately 102,000. But because of your accrued interest and stuff like that, you need to pay back CPF 108,000. So this is just for the part of installment. You have another part which is your accrued interest for the down payment that you paid, which is the 112,000. So every month, assuming it's about 233.54. Why is it so? Because it's 2.5% of the CPF that you have paid. So total amount that you need to refund will be your CPF balance and also the accrued interest that you have accumulated all these years. As you can see, by the time when it reaches the end of 1 year, you will need to pay all this interest plus the CPF that you have accumulated. So now come to the golden question. What is the price that you need to sell to break even? So let's say for example at the end of 5 years, which is 60 months, you want to start selling. What is the price you need to sell at? 578,000 in order to get back. First will be your down payment that you have paid. Second is the money installment that you have paid through the installment, and third is also the outstanding loan that you have taken up. And last of all will be the 25,000 that you have paid at the beginning. So therefore, it's 578,000. So if you do look into it, actually 500,000 at the start, at the end of 5 years, you need to increase by 78,000. And annualize that amount actually is roughly about 2.7%. Let's see at the year 10. At the year 10, you need to sell at 653,000. So what does this really mean? You see, if you were to look at a financial calculator, if you begin your time at 500,000 and you end off at 653,993, and that's the amount you need to pay off, over a span of 120 months, you need to grow your asset by 2.7% every single year. So meaning to say every single year you need to grow by 2.7% just to break even. So if you want to grow by 100,000, you need to grow even more. Or you want to get back a sales proceed of 100,000, you need to grow even more than that. It's not just about numbers, it's about the financial security, because imagine spending 10 years in your dream home and only to find out that it's worth less than you paid for it after adjusting all the costs, because this could eventually delay your retirement, your children's future, and limit your ability to upgrade later on. Why limit your ability to upgrade? Because you won't have enough cash proceed to go for the next property if you choose to. So what if you are buying in to live in? Of course it's good, it's perfectly valid, because here's the thing. Whether it's for own stay or for investment, your property need to grow by 2.7% annually so that you are able to break even. Of course, if you are savvy enough, you don't use your CPF to pay for it, your break even will be lower. Check if your property is growing annually by 2.7%. How you do that is very simple. Let me just show you. Imagine this is the amount purchase that you purchase right now, and how much is it right now that it's currently in the market, probably 600,000. Then you go by the number of years that you have, number of months or number of years that you have so far stayed in this property. Probably if you are staying it in only 150 months. So you press breaks and you can see how many percentage it has been for you. So I hope this helps for you. I'm Caleb. If you have any questions, you can drop me down in the comments below. See you. Goodbye.